The movie starts on July 2nd, we are told, and the first image is the motionless American flag placed on the moon since 1969, they like to say. Go ahead and watch my deconstruction of Apollo 13 if you want my opinion of this Hollywood production. A voiceover reads a plaque left behind by the NASA actors, but then an ominous shadow covers the historic and eternal footprints. The dark shadow is cast by a large spacecraft that seems headed towards the globe Earth. We then cut to a satellite-seeking agency called the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence Institute. Perhaps this is a fictional agency, or perhaps not. Lord knows folks have had their eyes on the skies for decades. This time, the machines have detected some activity. At least, they hear something.
It's coming from the moon.
Obviously, they have to report this to the government, and Space Command is confounded by what could be sending the signal, never mind what they may be saying. Then we meet a casual commander-in-chief, President Thomas Whitmore, and First Lady Marilyn, she wishes. Separated by time and space for some reason. President Whitmore gets right to work when he learns his approval rating is falling. It must be an election year.
Isn't it amazing how quickly everyone can turn against you?
But he doesn't have time to dwell on his public approval because he soon learns that the ominous and mysterious object emitting an audible signal is approaching Earth. From DC to New York, and a brief shot of the Statue of Liberty, which is meant to remind those looking upon it of America's hard-fought independence. But then cut to Central Park and a black and white chessboard, which ought to remind you of the Freemasons who actually built the nation. And we meet Jewish father-son duo Julius and David Levinson.
Checkmate.
David is a scientist and a real environmental warrior, already commenting about the dangers of styrofoam, smoking, and not recycling.
My God in heaven.
I haven't seen this kind of eco-activism since Clueless, maybe, but we haven't really seen it to this level. They are telling us that the satellites out in orbit are crashing into this massive spacecraft that is roughly 1/4 the size of the moon. The moon is a light and has no substance of its own. It's just a luminary, not a rock. But I digress. Across the country,